Hi everyone, today's cooking demonstration is on clarified butter. Clarified butter is a very popular pantry item in Ethiopian and Eritrean cooking. But today I will be doing the vegan version of it using vegan ingredients. But the spices I will use will be as close as possible to the traditional spices used for clarifying butter. To get started, the vegan butter replacements that I will use include margarine. So this is the Nuttelex original margarine. I use a cup of that, and half a cup of coconut oil. Now the margarine, as you can see on the container, is vegan friendly, and the same goes for the coconut oil, which is indicated on the container as vegan friendly. A cup of the Nuttelex original and half a cup of the coconut oil. For spices, I use mainly the traditionally used ingredients, and the main ingredient is fenugreek powder. This powder can make or break your clarified butter, because if you use too much, as you can see, I've got 2 tablespoons, but I won't use all of it. If you use too much, it could give it a bitter taste. So that needs to go in, and this is Ethiopian basil. Now, Ethiopian basil is a bit different to the one you find in Australia. It's a perennial plant in Ethiopia. You can get it anytime, but if you can't find it, you can use whatever you can find in your supermarket. And in there, I've got white and black pepper and some cardamon pods and some coriander. Root pods, they're not popular in Australia, and this is turmeric. If you can't find root pods, just use rosemary. And this is just Himalayan salt. And I've got a glass container to put the clarified butter in. And basically the first step of the process is to mix all ingredients in a container that you will use for cooking it, and just leave it aside for an hour. Now I will provide the correct measurements for this recipe in the description section, so you can adjust as you see fit, but be careful with the stronger flavored ingredients, and that's turmeric, if I haven't mentioned before. And turmeric is quite useful in terms of the coloring of the butter. and salt will help with the preservation. So just mix all of it, and leaving it aside for an hour will help with the marination process. And after that, we will be cooking it for about 45 minutes. All right, so when you are cooking it, use a very low heat, because we are dealing with ingredients that can easily burn. So wait for it to melt completely first, and then we will be adding the fresh ingredients. Keep stirring because the spices could stick on the bottom of the pan, so use a wooden spoon to continue to stir. All right, now it's, as you can see, it's starting to get more and more bubbly. So get the 3 or 4 garlic and a small amount of ginger, and we can just put it without mashing. Now the smell is incredible. It's just this really powerful mix of spices and all right, now the butter has been cooking for about 45 minutes. So we need to put it in the container while it's warm because it could solidify. So that's one of the reasons we need a glass container so it can handle the heat. And I've got a cheesecloth there, and also a sift. So we are going to put the ingredients that have been cooking for 45 minutes into the jar using a sift and a cheesecloth, and slowly so we don't lose any of our hard work. All right, so it looks like we got a fair bit of it already on the sift, and the cheesecloth has picked up any remaining ingredients. So squeeze that butter out of the cheesecloth, and there we go. We got a beautiful clear vegan clarified butter to add to our pantry of ingredients to cook staple vegan African food with. Enjoy. Thank you for watching. Bye.